Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Let's play some more F-Zero Maximum Velocity. So here's the deal, my friends. We are in the Stark Farm here. We're still working on the pawn circuit. And you'll have to pardon me if I don't speak a whole lot over the course of this video because, well, here's the story. I'm sick. I have an incredibly sore throat. Like, it feels like I'm swallowing like a mouthful of sand every time I swallow. Just really painful sand. And so, in the event that I don't speak very much, I wanted to let you guys know why, particularly. So, just forgive me if it's not as talkative, loaded as, you know, most of what my videos are normally like. So, yeah, I mean, we're cruising along here. Just moving along at a lovely pace. Pretty much in the last episode we got everything started up, getting everything out of the way. Now we can just blow through the whole thing. Oh, come on. Apparently this thing didn't want to allow me to use my boost correctly. So now I got to make up for the fact that I was going very slow there. I mean, I'm going to get the record time for that lap anyways, because I mean it's only the second lap of this, and I used a turbo, so naturally that's how that's going to work. So it's Mother's Day today. Yeah, I mean, outside of the fact that, you know, I feel like complete and total shit. I mean, it's Mother's Day today, so it's not really about me. And my question to you, like, what did you guys do for Mother's Day? For those of you guys that are celebrating, I know not everybody necessarily, you know, has their mother around, whether it be like a grandmother or, you know, anything of that nature. What did you guys do for your mom today? For me, I went over to my mom's at about 8 this morning, which that in itself was an accomplishment for me, because I'm not really the kind of guy that likes to wake up really early. I mean, I'll do it if it's for, you know, a good cause, or, you know, if it's necessary, then, you know, I'll do that. But I went over to my mom's at about 8, and she was actually just about getting ready to go on her morning walk. You know, she does it all the time. So ended up meeting her right at that point, and she's like, "Oh, you came to visit me, blah blah blah." And I was like, yes I did. And so while she went out on her walk, I cooked her breakfast. And, you know, she got really excited about that, you know, to the point of tears, actually. I didn't really think that was going to happen. She's like, "Oh, you know, I'm so glad that you're here," which, you know, I mean, moms love that kind of thing. I totally get it, you know. Especially, I mean, those types of things are definitely a little more special. I mean, you know, doing special things for your mom is always a good thing, but I think they always appreciate it a little bit more when you don't live at home. I mean, I moved out about 3 years ago, so I don't get to see my mom quite as often, even though I do work with her most of the time. But, you know, to be able to see... Oh, sweet, it's the final. Oh, okay. Before I even continue with that little story there, I want you guys to listen to this song. This is by far my favorite song in the entire game. The one they use for Cloud Carpet is awesome, so here we go. I know, it's totally awesome, isn't it? I mean, I feel like I'm probably gonna have at least one person like, "Man, this guy really likes video game music a little bit too much. Get a life, son." No, I mean, for me, and I didn't realize that song actually spanned an entire thing there. Whoa, I used that too early. That was not a very good idea. So, pretty much here, I'm gonna show you a little trick of the trade, since I totally fucked it up just a second ago. I know this it's not even like a glitch that you can expose. It's not like a glitch. I think that would be the incorrect word for it, but if it's more about timing, really. If you time where you're using your boost, then you'll be able to pretty much bypass part of this track, which is a very valuable piece of information to know, especially when you got yourself in a bind. Later on in this game, when I'm playing this on a harder difficulty, it will definitely be a much more valuable thing. But stick to this side over here, and then you'll be able to bypass that entire hairpin turn there. It's an awesome thing to use. The funny thing about it, though, is that even though you use that and you totally cut off an entire turn, the guys are right behind you. I mean, the rival cars, just like, you never seem to build up enough space between them. Like, I cut off an entire spot, and he's still there. Like, it almost leads me to wonder, I mean, are all the rival cars being awarded boost as well? I mean, I guess that would be only fair. I mean, it would be kind of bullshitty to, you know, be like, okay, well, we're going to give you a significant advantage here, and be like, you know, fuck off with the other cars and such, because, you know, we're just going to pretty much let you win. Because if they didn't give them boost, then what would be the point in them even competing? Because I could just blow them away with one of those, and it'd be all over. But it kind of, I mean, it makes me wonder, like, if these guys, like the rival cars, are they following me? Like, are they taking these shortcuts with me? Like, I don't feel like they would, because, you know, the computer players aren't designed to take those types of turns. But, I mean, they couldn't possibly still be that close to me if they weren't doing it with me. That's the thing that I've always wondered for every F-Zero game that involves stuff like that. Like in the, like, what the hell was it? One of the, from Super Nintendo, like the Canyon one. I don't remember the name of it. There's no way it was Grand Canyon. There was one in like Port Town 2 that you could do where you could take the jump on the like in the very beginning and then go like bypass an entire section of the level. And there's a couple of them that you can do that kind of thing in, but it makes you wonder, because even when you do that, the cars are still like of an equal length behind you. It's like, what the fuck? How can I get some space, for God's sakes? So yeah, that's what that is. It's a little mini rant there, but that, my friends, is the pawn circuit on beginner difficulty. Eventually, I mean, we won't get our first reward until we go through all 3 circuits on beginner difficulty, which at that point we will unlock the championship mode, I think is what they call it, where they give you a championship track. It's like a special track that's not in the other circuits. There's already like a preset like track record on there. If you beat it, then obviously you'll be the new record holder with like a ghost that you can race against and all this jazz. And on top of that, I don't know what they reward you with if you do it. I want to say it's a vehicle, but if I say that, I'm probably gonna be wrong, so don't quote me on it. I feel like if I were to have that information wrong and have one of my viewers sitting there, they'd be like, you're a fucking idiot, it was not that, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult my viewers at all. I was just saying, for example, that's what it would probably be like if it happened that way. We actually have plenty of time right now. We're only like 7.5 minutes in, so we will select and begin our night riding expedition here on beginner. Another full new set of tracks, a little bit harder on difficulty. The 10th Zone East circuits are a lot of fun. I always like the design for this one. It kind of looks like an F, actually, which, I mean, would make perfect sense. I mean, there's a couple of different ideas of why that would happen necessarily. I mean, obviously F for F-Zero, that would make perfect sense in that situation there. And also, I mean, the token character of the F-Zero series is Captain Falcon, so that would also make plenty of sense. Look at that water. It's like all pixelated and stuff, kind of like you're looking at like a test signal on a TV. You're just like, what if test signals were blue? That'd be weird. P.S. The other thing that my new favorite channel in the history of the world is the Science Channel. I stumbled across it last night. For those of you that have Comcast, it'd be on channel 272, I think. It's one of the coolest channels ever. I'm watching well, I'm not really watching it at the moment, but in the background I have Your Body on Drugs, and I just watched one about like psychopathic thing, like being like, Are you evil? Pretty much was the name of the thing. Which, you know, I'm not evil, but they conducted like the Milgram experiment, where they like put somebody under false pretense that they're going to be administering electroshock therapy to people, and they get these certain like, you know, like word associations incorrect, even though they're not actually doing it. But they're like, there's like a tape recorder in another room where they think that there's like a subject in there, and like they push it to a certain point where, you know, like the subject apparently is supposed to have pain, even though there's nobody in there, and like the person supposedly wants to stop, but the doctor that you're working with is like, you know, urging you to keep going. He's saying like, oh, it's not lethal or anything, it's not going to damage them, keep going. And like the experiment is, will the person, you know, will they feel enough like contrition to stop, or will they end up going anyways, falling like, you know, folding like a lawn chair under the pressure of the doctor saying, you know, go ahead and keep doing it anyways. And I think it was like 70% of people kept going at that point. It was pretty interesting. Like the one I watched last night was, you know, how the universe works. I'm really intrigued by stuff like that. But yeah, dude, I need to take a shower, dude. I'm fucking sweating, and I'm sure that part of it's because I'm sick, but the other part of it is it's really fucking hot in my apartment. It is all bad. How was my day, you ask? Unfreaking believable. Yeah. Okay, I thought he was gonna get me there for a second. He almost had me. Like bam, like evaporating like a dingy freaking mud puddle, knowing the perverted truth and rot away at the pit of your soul. That is how my day went. Nothing like coked out Brian Griffin telling you how his day was. I love that show. I really do. And yeah. So, oh, Beacon Port. These ones are awesome. Yeah, this one, yeah, it has the figure 8 in the middle. Yeah, this is a great one. I'll show you guys the first lap of this track, and then I'll probably be out of time for this particular episode. But then when we come back in the next installment of F-Zero Maximum Velocity, then we're gonna have some fun because they're gonna start heating up here pretty damn quick. So we're going here. And surprisingly, I was actually able to get through this video a little bit better than I had once thought it was going to go, because my throat, it definitely hurts really bad, but I'm not dying yet. But after I go take a shower and maybe make like some throat coat tea or something, maybe I'll throw like a chloroseptic lozenge in. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So this is your host AMF1534 saying thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Hopefully I won't be as sick at that point either. So thanks for sticking around through all that fun stuff. I don't know whether you're seeing that or not, but yeah. So I will see you guys later. You guys take care. Okay, bye.